The Power of Love and Lust. Written by Lana Ramos. Narrated by DMS. I lay in the dark and listened to the muted sounds of the machinery hooked up to me. The soft beeping that tracked my pulse and the gentle kiss of the oxygen being fed to my nasal canal. The almost imperceptible drip, drip, drip of the IV. I lay in the dark and felt my painfully throbbing erection. The erection I had woken up with and had no idea how to relieve, given that my hands and forearms were covered in thick gauze, and I couldn't grip anything with them, let alone rub myself off. I lay in the dark and thought about how the hell I'd gotten here. By being a frickin' good Samaritan, that's how. The cabin cruiser was on fire, and there were people standing at the stern yelling and screaming, and I saw them holding up little kids, trying to get life preservers on them. I may be a professional hard-ass, but little kids in trouble get to me. Long story. So I jumped in the dinghy and fired up the little outboard motor and hustled over to the burning boat as fast as I could make the little boat go. I knew damn well it could blow up in my face, but just filed that under "you're fucked" category and kept going. I didn't see or hear the Coast Guard yet, and I was just getting there when a man threw a little kid over the side, about 20 feet from me. I drove in and grabbed the kid, a young girl like maybe a toddler, barely strapped into the vest. I hauled her over to the dinghy and pushed her in, then turned to the guy. "Hey, asshole," I called to him. "Get down here and help retrieve him before you pitch any more overboard." He looked surprised at me and relieved. "Somebody else can throw," I yelled. "Get down here and man the boat." I will give the man a little credit. He turned and yelled something to someone I couldn't see, then jumped overboard and started pulling him toward safety. The guy met me part way and took him, so I went back to see if there were any others. There were, and the woman was having a hell of a time getting the life preservers on the squirming kids. So I decided, fuck it, and swam to the transom, hauling myself up the ladder to the deck. There was thick, oily smoke pouring out of the main cabin and the engine compartment, which did not bode well. There were 2 apparently empty fire extinguishers laying on the deck. Paul Johnson exchanged a wave with his neighbor Louise Bradshaw as she climbed into her small blue car, reversed out of her driveway, and headed for...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?